And so welcome to the August 7th Nomination and Appointments Committee meeting. We have 2 applicants to interview, but until they join us, either via Zoom or in person, there is some other business outstanding. At last month's meeting, under the agenda item, reviewing pending applications, there was some communication with the council solicitor, and I just wanted our Deputy Chief Clerk to give us an update on that.
Sure. So this council solicitor has opined that we would go back to the previous process of only giving to the mayor's office those applicants that require the mayor's approval before they can move forward. Not all of them do, but we had been sending them all to us. And over time, we've come to have some lag, which is delaying their appointments. So we are working at a new process, and we'll be moving forward that way from last week forward.
Okay, so as of Friday, then we'll be notifying people that we can interview without the mayor's approval. Am I correct?
Correct.
Okay, and I just wanted to take note that I did receive a verbal communication regarding one of the candidates for the Fire Civil Service Training Board that I believe had been waiting at least 6 months. Is that one that would have required the mayor's approval?
I don't recall. Let me check my notes. No, I don't believe so.
Okay, so this candidate, because his application got delayed in the pipeline, withdrew his application. I wanted to just check, and Wes, for your opinion, is maybe as council, we need to recircle back to him because they don't have the people they need on the Fire Civil Service Commission, and it makes their work not possible to do without having adequate representation.
I'm sorry, can you repeat what you wanted me to give an opinion on? I did not understand.
Okay, so there was a candidate who had applied to be at least 6 months ago on the Fire Civil Service Board. It was sent to the mayor's office. It was never forwarded back to council. He was not happy with the delay, so he has withdrawn his application. He would be a qualified candidate. So I thought now that we have the latitude of moving ahead with council, that at least, you know, I or one of the other members of the committee could reach out to him to encourage him to reapply and ensure that he's going to be interviewed.
Oh, yes, I would be fine with that.
Okay. So Shelley, you have the name of the applicant.
Yes.
Yeah. And on behalf of the committee, we will just have to apologize for the delay, and hopefully again we can encourage him to become very engaged. So we will probably, because of this, have more people then to be moving forward for interviews for our meeting next month. Am I correct, Shelley?
Yes, as of right now, I have enough to schedule 2 meetings in September and the second one in August.
So again, I'm going to ask that we wait another 5 minutes to see whether any of our applicants get online to be interviewed. But we do have appointment recommendations from last week's interviews that include Karen Wang for the Board of Health, John Stein for the HVAC Board, and Daniel Heck for the HVAC Board. I know, Wes, you probably didn't have an opportunity to see the interviews for those candidates. So what my thought was is just to go back to the council members who were involved in the interviews, get their opinion, whether they approve them or not, and then ask Shelley if we do have a consensus to put them on the agenda for next month's or next week's meeting. Did you have any questions or thoughts on that, Wes?
No, I did not see the interviews. Since I've got off the committee, I usually wait till you all put it on the agenda to then go and do research on the person. So,
Sure.
I'm gonna keep going with that process.
Yeah, that works. So are you okay with us just then communicating with the other council members that were involved in writing, and then we can get their opinion to move ahead with those candidates?
Yes, I agree with that. I'm okay with it.
Okay. Is there any other business, Shelley, that we have?
I don't have anything else, but the second interview is connecting.
Okay, so Mayor Perez is connecting, and just to be able to, out of respect for the fact she got online, are you okay, Wesley? We start with her interview, and then if the other candidate comes, we can follow through.
Yes.
Okay. So let's just give me a second to get on board here. Hi, Mia.
Hello.
Thank you for joining us at the nominations meeting. I think I know you. Marcia, good to finish this. I'm your council person for District 2. Wes, could you introduce yourself?
Hi, Mia. This is Councilman Wesley Butler, Councilman for District 4. Thank you for coming to the interview.
Oh, no problem. It's nice meeting you guys.
Okay. So this is a very informal interview, Mia, but we just want to have a sense of, why you're interested in the Youth Commission, get to know you a little better. And then after the process, we'll make a recommendation for appointment, okay?
Okay.
And we also want to hear from you too. So just to start off, why you were interested in the Youth Commission?
I was interested in the Youth Commission as I heard from it from a friend, and I'm always interested in volunteering and helping out with the community. So hearing all that you guys do, it really intrigued me, and I kind of reached out to her, and I wanted to know exactly what you guys do, and I made my decision and I put in an application.
So from what you were hearing from her, what do you think the Youth Commission does?
I think you guys take a stand to really help the youth in the community by also taking initiative in their word and kind of hearing from other youth to kind of make it more effective.
And Councilor Butler has been one of the driving forces to pull this together. So I don't know, Wes, if there's anything you wanted to add at all?
Yes. Mia, my first question is, how will you be with attending meetings with Youth Commission? We most likely meet once a month. Sometimes it's not every month. It depends on what the commission members come up with, but usually they're once a month. How will you do with that schedule?
That's a good schedule. To me, it's very attendable, and I'm confident that I can make the meetings.
Okay, and then my next question is, what would you like to see the Youth Commission accomplish?
One thing I would definitely like to see the Youth Commission accomplish is kind of allow more things for the youth in the city. It's kind of, I'm not sure exactly how to word this, but when I see the city and I see how other cities have things going on for the youth, while there's not much going on and not many things parents can get involved in and younger students can get involved in, I would like to have more events like that within the city.
Okay, great. And then you're at Reading High School, right?
Mm-hmm.
And 11th grade.
I'm going into my 12th year now.
12th. Okay. All right. I'm happy to have you on board. I'm sure you come from Marcia's district, so she usually, each district councilor, we usually either handpick or we pick who in our district we want us to represent on the Youth Commission. So, I'm very grateful that you interviewed. That's all the questions I've had.
Yeah, and I am too now. You live up on South Street, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'm not too far away from you. I'm at the top of South 15th Street, okay?
Okay.
So looking at our section of the city, what do you think some of the issues might be there for you? You talked about not having a lot of activities. Anything else that comes to mind that are concerns?
I would kind of say like violence is going to be something, but I feel like kind of having something to kind of prevent it, but more I would feel like having something for students to reach out in, because I do run a club in the high school, and it is something that I do see a lot of students complaining about, that there's not really someone they can reach out to, and how they have struggle with mental health, or they struggle with talking to others, and their family situations aren't very nice. And a lot of the students who I see actually go to the clubs to avoid their homes.
Yeah, so they need a safe place to be during the after school hours.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you think that it impacts more like older teens, that there's more things to do for younger kids, but not as much for the older?
I would say it's both equally. I feel like as students get older, like when you go into kind of little, like the elementary schools still have things for students, but I feel like as you start going into more middle school and high school, like kind of events just start dispersing.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's been my observation. Just to let you know, beyond being on city council, I also work full-time for the Council on Chemical Abuse. So we do a lot of youth prevention programs. And we start seeing a real lack for the older teens, things to really engage them. So that's important. What would you see
And
as
I feel
far as,
like it starts in middle school. Oh, I'm sorry.
that's okay, you say it starts in middle school.
Yes, I feel like it starts in middle school where students start realizing there's not really anything, and it's kind of how I feel they start getting into the wrong crowds and they start seeing
Right.
things that entertain them.
Okay. So just a little bit back to you. If I would ask someone, please describe Mia, and what do you think they might say about you?
I would say they would, a lot of my friends, or in my perspective, I would say they think I'm very involved.
Yeah. And I have to let you know, you have a beautiful smile. I really appreciate
Thank you.
I just tell that you're full of a lot of energy, and that's something we really need. And one of the things about the Youth Commission is we want you to understand more about how government works and how we do our jobs, because eventually, just like, West came on council, we really need to be able to plant the seeds to get people involved at some point in their future in city government. So if you're a dedicated resident of the city, just keep that in the back of your head, that, there may be other opportunities moving forward, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Do you have any questions for us at all?
I just have a few. You guys did say about your meetings. If I were to be accepted into the Youth Commission, how would I be kind of contacted, and how would things go moving forward?
Okay, I'm going to have our deputy city clerk, since she's the one that does communications, just like you.
So I have an email group, Mia, that I will contact you, give you some background information. The commission meets the first Wednesday of the month at 6 o'clock. And they determine that time quarterly because of everyone's class schedules changing with each new semester. So right now, so they'll meet the first Wednesday of September at 6 o'clock. They are determining where they're going to meet this next 3 months. And so once I have that, I'll let the group know. And then the members themselves have a group chat that they contact one another with throughout the rest of the month when they're working on their individual projects.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Do you have any other questions?
No.
Okay, so the way the process will work is that we then do an internal tally as far as, your appointment. Shelley will let you know, and then we will vote on it. Most likely it will be this upcoming Monday at the council meeting, okay? So
Okay.
the resolutions to do appointments are sort of at the end of our meetings. It started at 7. So if you want to tune in, the link, and you can, actually hear the votes being taken. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much. And we look forward, and I hope we get to meet you more in person. Okay.
Okay. Thank you. It was so nice meeting all of you.
Take care.
Take care.
So now the first person for 4 o'clock has joined. So she is here.
Okay. Vanelli, you're online now?
Yep, hello. Good
Hello.
afternoon.
And thank you for joining us for the interview for the Youth Commission. My name's Marcia Goodman Hinnershitz. I'm the city councilor for District 2. And Wes, you want to introduce yourself?
Yes, hi, I'm Councilman Butler, District 4.
Okay, so this is a very informal interview. And then once we are completed with the interview, we'll make recommendations for appointments. So I guess the first question we always have is, why are you interested in being in the Youth Commission? What sparked your interest?
I've always wanted to help my community in the best way that I can. And so I was always involved in school trying to make, a better environment, not only for myself, but I have younger siblings, and I also want to make their upcoming environment better for them as well. And so the opportunity came up to join, and they explained how I would be helping the community and giving a voice for the youth. And I wanted to be able to continue helping my community.
And I'm going to turn it over to Wes now.
Hey, so the Youth Commission meets about every month, one time. And just like we ask all our applicants, how will you do with regularly attending meetings?
You said, how will I deal with regularly attending meetings?
Yes, will you be able, with your schedule with school and what else you got going on in your life, attending meetings on a consistent basis?
I'm pretty sure I will be able to. I know I probably will be very busy with after school curriculars, but if I knew ahead of time, like if you guys have set dates that I would be able to put in my calendar, I know I will be able to make the time to schedule that.
Yeah, so we will let you know. They're usually on, what is it, the first Wednesday of every month. Correct me, Michelle, if I'm wrong.
That is correct.
Okay.
But if anything changes, it's really decided by all the group members to agree on a set day. So we'd be able to work with you. And then my next question is, what would you like to see the Youth Commission accomplish?
I guess more of just giving like teenagers, especially like people who go to Reading High, feel like they have a voice and they can change their community. Because I know a lot of them see the stuff that goes on within the high school or within Reading, and they don't feel like they have a voice or be able to make some kind of change. So maybe a way to advocate for them and to tell them like, hey, you are important, you matter, and your opinions and your outlook is beneficial into making a better environment for everyone.
I wanted to follow up on that because I saw with the organizations that you're involved in, you do have a voice. Do you feel your voice is being heard in the work that you're doing with the different organizations you're involved in?
I do think our voice is being heard. Obviously, like there's still some mishaps with students. A lot of them still don't feel like they're heard, but I try my best to make sure that even if I have an opinion or a voice, that it isn't just my voice that I'm sharing, but more the voices of people around me as well, whether it's my peers, my teachers, my mentors, my siblings, like people that I know. And I just want to give them that environment where they can also speak up for themselves.
That's very, very worthy that you're taking that initiative, empowering people. I really respect that.
Thank you.
Yeah. If you would look at like, someone would say to you, or we would ask someone to describe you, what your qualities are, what do you think they might say?
I'm a very selfless person and I'm very kind to people. I'm not the kind of person who would judge a person right off the bat. And I'm a very forgiving person, and I will and it goes vice versa. I will forgive people if I know they made a mistake, and I as well can acknowledge when I make mistakes. So I think my friends really acknowledge that about me, how forgiving I am and how understanding I can be and how kind I am to people that I meet.
Yeah, that's humility, and that's very respectful that you have those qualities.
Thank you.
Yeah. So do you have any questions for us at all?
No questions. Oh,
Okay.
I have one question. Are you guys still looking for more students to be a part of the program?
Yeah, Shelley can explain a little bit about who we're looking for. I guess we have by district.
We do, yeah, we do need more people. Let me just, because they're specific by where you live, so that we get the voices of all the neighborhoods. Right now, we need 2 people from District 1.
Could you describe what District 1 is?
Yep, which is south of Penn.
Okay.
And then across the Bingham Street Bridge into the Lancaster Avenue, Millmont, Oak Brook, Wyomissing Park. So it's a big area, but we need 2 people from those neighborhoods. I need 1 from District 3, which is around Reading High,
Mhm.
down, so that neighborhood there. And then I need District 5, which is out Glenside area. And I need 2 actually from District 6, which is around Center Park.
City Park?
Center Park,
Central? Okay.
yeah. So it's the historic district that's on Center Avenue. So 5th Street, North 5th Street, Center Avenue, North 3rd, North 4th, North Front, anywhere in there. So we kind of need some from a little bit of everywhere.
Yeah.
So if you have anyone that's interested, please, they can contact me directly, or they can send in an application online and I can work with them on that.
Thank you.
So I'm glad you have some people in mind, because that's how we keep this kind of commission growing. Okay, so Shelley will be back in touch with you before the end of the week, okay? And let you
Yep.
know. And when we put things on the agenda, our regular voting meetings are the second and fourth, I'm sorry, yeah, second and fourth Monday of the month. And it is something that you can join in for Zoom if you want to actually see the process of how we vote and everything like that. The agendas are posted online.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, and if you don't have any other questions, look forward to meeting in person sometime, okay?
Yep. Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
You too, thanks.
Okay, Wes, just as far as recommendations, I feel both these ladies deserve appointment.
Oh, yes, definitely. I agree. I think they're both great candidates.
Yeah. And I hope to see not only they be appointed, but they stay involved in the city and leadership roles, because this is what we want to be able to see happen moving forward. So I think we've covered everything on the agenda. Am I correct, Shelley?
Correct.
Okay, so can I have a motion, Wes, to adjourn?
You got it.
All righty, and hopefully I see you somewhere in the next half hour then.
Oh, I was gonna text this, but I will not be attending the strategic planning meeting today.
Okay,
All right.
okay. I might circle around with you then on some of the matters, okay?
All right. Yeah, we can talk.
You take care.
You too.